City of mine, how I love the city of mine. It never gets me down. City of mine, how I love the city of mine. It never gets me down, yeah.
I was born in the city, I was raised on its edges. My pop worked his life when it's complex. I found love in its center. If I could live here forever, think it'd be for the better. I love the weather, even though it's fog 24/7. I love the people, this is city. I met all my best friends, and I wanna thank every break. I wanna thank every entrance to every building that I step in this city of mine. I owe you most my best moments in life. See, I fell in love for the first time in Golden Gate Park. I saw my first rap show at Great American Hall. I used to beg my homies for a ride across the bridge to goof off and spend the whole damn day doing whatever we want. Keith drove us down to Ice Place while we'd roll up a blunt, and me and Jack would get stoney, walk around and get lost. Don't think I'll ever truly pay back all I was lucky to get just by walking through the city. No, I'm a small part of this.
City of mine, how I love this city of mine. It never gets me down. City of mine, how I love this city of mine. It never gets me down.
I never really had a place to call my own, so I travel and I roam till I find that. But I'm full of adventure, so I wander and I venture, and it's safe to say that really I don't mind that. I book a flight to try to figure where my mind's at, a spot where I don't spend no money, just some time at. I mix and mingle with the people till I learn a little. I brought some weed and baby, maybe we could burn a little. She said you're funny, I said no, I'm David, and I left. Sun shining, birds chirping, let me take a breath. I'm headed to the city where my chance to make it best. What people like to give a little, then you take the rest. I'm hoping one day maybe I can find a place to rest. I fell in love with life and wonder where it take me next. I like the hustle and bustle, I fell in love with the fashion. I feel the pulse of the city, it's moving me like a passion, and it's mine.
How I love this city of mine. It never gets me down. City of mine. How I love this city of mine. It never gets me down. Me and my hometown, baby, we go way back. All the situations, circumstances, still we don't mind. Steady going on, I dance around the street lights. Hey, I know every street sign, hanging around the block like if you are my friend, then you are welcome any moment. Yeah. City of mine, how I love this city of mine. It never gets me down. City of mine, how I love this city of mine. It never gets me down.
What it do, beef stew? What's crack-a-lacking, people? Good morning, live stream people. What it is, what it do, what it shall be. Today, we're going to get into a topic about these challenges. These challenges will be coming up a lot. Of course, a couple of more days with us today. Today is 29, so in 3 days, we start April on Friday. April's Fools and all of that. And so the ECAM squad is doing CEDa. Yeah, we just made that up. See, you can do this. You can just make this stuff up. We're doing CEDa, which stands for Create Every Day in April. You will also hear about challenges like LEDA, Live Every Day in April. You'll hear about challenges like VEDA, which is Video Every Day in April. We just decided to stick it to Create because not everybody is creating live streams. Not everybody is creating videos, right? So we wanted to give something that was a little bit more broad spectrum. Now, of course, you know, this is my stream, not the ECAM sanction stream, but I'm going to talk about it anyway because I want to talk about how doing these challenges are really good for you, and a lot of people shy away from them, and you need to stop that. You need to go in, right? And we're going to talk a little bit about how these challenges can help you out, and what are some of the things that you might do in order to get yourself rep for leader. Now, you guys, leader, see, I said it already. CEDa or CEDa. How you going to say it? Are we going to say CEDa or CEDa? Somebody let me know. Anyway, so what we're going to do is we're going to dive into this real quick. We're going to talk about it. And then, of course, we'll come back and answer any questions. We'll pop up into like the live Q&A session. And then I got an announcement for y'all. I got a nice little announcement for y'all. This is going to be pretty rad. Paul said YouTube didn't auto start. Let me double check. Okay, it looks like we're working. Just check it. I got to make sure it's all working because, you know, it's going to get, we can't have folks out here missing, right? If you happen to catch this on the replay squad, you got questions, by all means, people, drop those down in the comment section below. We can get at you there. So here we go. Let's get after it. I want to put this here and go like this. Yeah. Ow. Here we go. So over in the eCam Facebook community, let me hide this administrative stuff. We got this post up here for CEDa, whatever, call it what you want. Create every day in April. Now, these challenges come up again all the time. You know, we got Vlogmas. We got this particular one in April. There's another challenge sprint in August for people who write. There's NaNoWriMo, which is National Novel Writers Month, which happens in November. There's lots and lots of sprints. And when I was in startup space, doing sprints was a very common thing because people like to be like, oh, we're getting in a rut, right? So how do you get out of a rut? You dive into it. You know, like sometimes you got to go down before you go up, right? And we're playing football round, not oblong. Sometimes the best maneuver is to actually go all the way back to your own goalie and reset and then go back forward again. It's a thing. Sometimes you got to retreat a little bit before you go and attack. So the idea of sprints is when you're feeling a little stuck, sometimes you just back up and start all over again. So the advantage of doing something like, I'm going to go with CEDa because Paul said CEDa, so we're going to call it CEDa, right? 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 That's what we're going to say. Paul said CEDa. That's what we're going to say. We're going to say CEDa. The advantage of doing something like CEDa is you can turn off the brain switch a little bit and just create out of gut feeling. Now, I know there's always questions. There's always questions about, well, is this going to mess up my channel? Family, if you are under, say, 5,000 people, doesn't matter. I'm sorry. I'm going to just go ahead and throw it out there. If you're under 5,000 people, doesn't matter. If you're over 5,000 people and you still would like to participate in such a thing, let your community know. Ask them to join in with you. Go for the accountability swag. Be like, look, fam, we fixing to do this. How about you guys dive in too, right? Everybody come on. We're going to use the hashtag CEDa, right? Or CEDa challenge or whatever. How about you use that opportunity to get your community activated and go with them, right? So if you let people know what you're fixing to do, they're normally going to be fine for it, right? Most people aren't going to be like, oh, if you're doing that, I quit, I'm out. All right, let me back this up. I haven't had a chance to talk to him because he's busy. He's in New York right now at a Rode event, learning all the new things about Rode headphones or whatever else they're popping off. But I wanted to have this conversation with Tom since their stream last Thursday. Tom was answering people who come into his comments and say things like, you know, Rode is paying you, so of course you're going to say nice things about this mic or about this thing or whatever, or Sony is paying you or whoever. Like, Tom always answers the idiots who comes into his comments thinking that he's somehow a shill for XYZ company. So, of course, he gives that. My buddy Renee, same thing. He gets those comments from people about like, oh, Apple must be paying you. You're such an Apple fanboy or whatever. And what both of them do, a couple other creators I know as well, is they respond to that by reminding people of their ethics, by reminding people that, you know, there's rules against this stuff and blase. And you know what? I really want to tell both of them. And when the next time I have a conversation with Tom, I'm telling myself, I'll be like, Tom, every time you spend a minute of your video justifying yourself to those idiots, you're actually taking away from those of us who know you and love you and know better. I would rather you, I mean, you go do what you want, but I would rather you ignore them and tell them to kiss your black ass and never mention that crap again, because every time you stop your video flow to explain to a bunch of I'm not use my no fruity language today. Every time you respond to those ding dongs, you're literally stealing time from your community who actually know and loves you. The 90,000 of us that care, we don't want to hear it. So ignore those people. Those people get on our nerves. Half of those people aren't going to buy whatever you say anyway. Half of those people are literally there because they hate their life and they just want to cause trouble. So don't waste a half a second of your time explaining anything to these ding-dongs. Not a one. That's what I want to tell him and Gerald and my other creator friends who respond to those idiot comments. Just ignore them. Tell them to kiss your black ass. Just move on. I don't know why, but there is a thing where you want to sort of protect your whatever, but the people that know, it's not necessary, right? It's just not necessary, right? Melanie, that would be a bad idea. Okay. Depends on your train of thought. If you're doing your channel for growth and you want your channel to grow, then yeah, you do have to stick to somewhat of the things that you know work. However, it is okay to make a video for yourself once in a while, again, as long as you're educating your community to let them know that every once in a while I'm going to do a video for myself. I hope you guys are cool with it. That's fine. But the concept of doing what I want on my channel, because this is my channel, is selfish. And I know you're not a selfish person. Here's why. Yes, by, verbiage, I own my channel, but I don't. You guys own my channel. I do this stuff for you. If I started doing what I want and just make videos of me making Star Wars things or me sitting here just drinking coffee or drinking whiskey, that would tank real quick, because that's what I want to do. But that's not what I do. I'm a content creation coach. My job is to come here and coach you, get your mindset game straight, because creating itself is technically easy, but the mindset part of it is extremely hard. And a lot of people talk about all of the gear and that, which I do, but most people skip over the mindset part of it. And so as a mindset shift, your channel is not your channel. Your channel is your viewers' channel. You already said to them that you were going to create for them. So then reneging upon that promise is a little bit disingenuous. Now, I know a lot of people like to spout waxotically about burnout and blah, blah, blah. I'm an a-hole. I don't believe in that. I think those are just excuses. But hey, I'm not that guy that holds your hand and be like, oh, come on, Johnny, you can do it. I'm going to put my foot in your backside and be like, Johnny, get your butt up. Let's go. Right? I'm the different coach, right? If you want a hand-holding person, you guys know that's not me. I'm going to come in and tell you the true, hard reality facts, little bit painful, but you normally need to hear it. So in that instance, yeah, your channel technically doesn't belong to you. Your channel belongs to your viewers. You just happen to maintain it because, again, you don't deserve any views. You don't deserve any subs. You earn them. You earn them by know, like, and trust, by valuable information or whatever. Now, if you're constantly delivering valuable information to your people, they will give you leeway to do something a little goofy and a little fun and whatever. Again, as long as you communicate that. I'm not an algorithm chaser. You guys know that, so I don't really pay attention to that madness. This is a top of funnel for my consulting. This is a top of funnel for my coaching. This is my way of giving back to the community with my 40 plus years of experience in creation. So I'm not necessarily chasing a plaque. I would love to have a plaque. I'm not stupid, okay? But I'm not chasing a plaque like that. I don't see my views and subs as a important element to my income stream, right? My income stream is based off of my performance as a coach and my ability to get people to trust in me to buy those hours or join the membership, so forth, so on, and et cetera, okay? So good point, Mel, but I would be careful of that point. I know there's a lot of like feelings coaches out there that will tell you that, well, you got to go your feelings. And no, your feelings are not facts. Let's stick with facts, okay? I don't do feelings. I'm not heartless, but I like puppies. Not a cat fan. Sorry, Paul. Maestro, don't scratch me. I'm almost because I'm allergic, no biggie. But I'm never going to come in here and talk about our feelings because your feelings aren't facts. And the world kind of works on facts. Regardless of whether you like it or not, the world works on facts. It just does. So let's do that. All right, let's scroll in. So moving on about very fantastic comment about Tom's ethics statement. Yes, seriously, one of the best people on earth. Okay, moving on, let's go a little bit into some of the things that you can do for your creator flow, right? The creator's energy can be based on creating something for TikTok. It can be for Instagram. It can be for YouTube. It could be for your blog. It could be for your mailing list. It could be podcasts. It can be whatever. The whole point is, as long as you are creating, the goal is to get that creativity muscle going. Create every day in April. That's what we're looking for the challenge. We're just looking for this ability to create. Now, I know that a lot of people will say, well, I don't know what to create, right? That is a common, oh my God, Cal Pal, I love you to death. That is a very common situation, is like, what am I going to create? Like, how am I going to do this? So we're going to talk a little bit about some idea generation. If you guys have questions about not knowing what to create, by all means, drop that in there. And just see what it goes, right? You know what I'm saying? We'll talk about that. One of my tools for success, and again, I know this is not an ECAM sanctioned stream, this is a me stream, but let's talk about one of these tools for success. You guys are killing me in the comments today. You guys are absolutely killing me in the comments today. Would be this. If you haven't already got a hold of one of these, this is the content creation planner put out by Ecamm. And again, you can use a notebook if you want, but this does help. It's available over in the old merchy shop. Let me move my eye prescription out of the way. It has some very unique stuff in here. It gives you some social media prompts, right? There's 30 days of stuff that you could create right there on like page 4. And hold on, old people game. You need personal introduction, a brand introduction, personal insight, product promotion, story behind the brand, a quick tip, customer testimonial, create a poll, motivational post, fun facts, question and answer, virtual events, curated content, blog posts, back up. Curated content. Let's explain what that means. That's a fantastic one that not a lot of people do, but you should do. For instance, let's say I'm combing the internet today, and Callie, I love her to death. Say Cal Pal puts out a dope post, right? And I want to say, you know what, Cal Pal, that is a dope post. I am going to share Cal Pal's post. I'm going to put my 2 cents into why I believe it rocks and share that. That is called basically curated content. There are entire channels built on curated content. All you're doing is going to find the heavy hits from a bunch of people. You make a list of people, you follow them with some sort of like thing like Flipboard or RSS reader, something that lets you know what's going on. And then you post about that with your little spin. Curated content is one of the easiest ways to create content. So if you are a content creator and you're feeling a little bit stuck and you're not quite sure what to do, just be a good curator, right? My man JP up in here, like he is a blacksmith by trade. And I tell you what, I have always been in love with blacksmithing. Mostly because I'm a pyromaniac. Don't tell anybody how much I really, really love playing with fire. I've always been a big fan of blacksmithing. So even though I don't have space to be into blacksmithing, I follow a lot of stuff on blacksmithing, especially Damascus steel. Part of that love comes from my love for Japan. As a Japanese history major, when I was in Japan, learning about yakimono, aka pottery, one of the things that's also always near the pottery place is always the blacksmithing place, because both of them need to generate high heat fires. So they tend to be near each other and share resources. So I got to see a lot of knife making and implementations like that. And my host family, so to speak, my Hanai family, as adopted family in Japan, that dad is a metallurgist, and he owns a metal fabrication shop. So I've been able to see some of the dopest stuff in blacksmithing from like a family that's been making swords or S words for over 4,000 years. Like I've been in the shop, ting, 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 hear the English hammer, the hammering, running the fire, things like that, doing the dip, all of that. Like I've stood there and watched knives get made. I get my knives for my kitchen custom made in Japan. So something that I'm heavily interested in. I follow channels that do things like curate blacksmithing content. So that's a great way. If you yourself are stuck and you don't have any ideas, go into curation mode for a little bit. Let's check this out. Oh, speaking of curation content, man, English is a second language today. My man Josh just stepped up in here. Josh that did a post like this that I happen to be lucky enough to be a part of, right? Let me come over here to the old Twitter space and go into my notification and scroll. There is here. Josh made this amazing video right here. So if you click upon that, it'll take you to this little YouTube link right here, which I will paste in the comments in just a second. But what Josh did is quite amazeballs. Hey, pause that. Look at that handsome guy with the beard. Farmer himself, is he sent out a request to a bunch of creators, myself included. Thank you, Josh. Hey, Josh, be quiet, damn it. I'm talking. He sent out a thing and said, hey, what do you guys love about being a YouTube creator? That is a curated post, right? He went and said, everybody, all my homies, please send me 30 seconds. Talk to me about why you like being a creator. And he put together this 12-minute video basically featuring all of us, and didn't edit out the part where I spelled my name for him like a normal human. Josh, damn it. But you can create a post. So if your goal, right, let's say you are talking about, I'll go back to JP. JP's talking about blacksmithing. Go send out a thing, ask like 10, 15 blacksmiths, and say, hey guys, can you send me why you enjoy blacksmithing? What do you think about the Renaissance in blacksmithing? And build a video around that, or build a bunch of Instagram posts like that. Like Josh could take stills from this image and quotes from each of us, whatever was the dope quote for each of us, and make a 4-point carousel post for each of us that is in the video. I think it's about 20 of us, right? So you can make 5 different Instagram posts that are basically a 4-quote carousel for each one of the creators in the video. I mean, this is what I mean by curated content. So that's a way for you guys to get down as we're working on this. Thank you, Paul. Put the link in for getting that. And Sammy, my man, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you, sir. That was fantastic, right? So as we're looking for ideas, that's one of the things you can do. This content creation planner from Ecamm is fanglorious. There was some controversy about the calendar section because they made it a 28 block calendar, which is very common. All you do is carry it over to the next month, people. So when you get down to 28, you just turn the page over to the next one, and then you go 29, 30, 31, and continue on. Come on, people. Let's not get it twisted. Or just cut some days in half, cut the weekends in half, whatever. Like, don't get stuck in minor details, people. Please. Like, just don't get stuck in minor details. It's just a dumb thing to do. All right. So that is one section as we're talking about it, is like getting your ideas out there. Now, let's just say you're like, you know what, Doc, I really appreciate that, but I'm a little verklempt for ideas. Where does one go to gather some ideas? Go to Canva, click on social media posts, and scroll through here and just look at some of these templates. A lot of times you can grok some amazing ideas directly out of the template area inside Canva, right? All you do is you pop into Canva real quick, comb through some of these guys, look at some of the ideas, and again, use writing prompts. Go to Google and just search writing prompts or idea prompts, and they will give you a bunch of stuff, you know what I mean, just to show you what's out there and what's available. It's a fantastic way to get your idea game together and be in the business, right? So as you're going through this process, you're going to have to come up with 30 different topics. I suggest now, while today is the 29th, I suggest you take the next couple of days, and whether you use a legit planner like this or you just use a scrap paper, your iPad, Google Calendar. Like, I suggest you sit down now and start just writing out these ideas. If you go back to Saturday stream, I put you on to what are the 20 things I know right now that could provide enough value to people's life that people would pay me, right? So I'll pick on Cowpal again, because I just saw her and, you know, she's cool. She's an artiste, right? So as an artiste, a lot of people would assume you're just going to do speed drawing or you're going to show some of your artwork or whatever. I would say information I would want to know as a burgeoning artiste. What do you think about processing canvas, right? Do I put down my gesso first? How many coats of gesso should I use? Hey, these are the 3 top brands of gesso. There's Global, there's Amazon Basics, there's the crap you buy at Walmart. Are they the same? Like, should I spend my money on Global Gesso, or can I buy the Walmart or Amazon Basics and just do extra coats? But wait, if I'm doing extra coats, am I wasting more money than just buying the good real deal Holyfield from the beginning? Like, she could break down some of that. She could talk about some of her best paints, like why this brand of acrylic is a little bit, Liquitex is different from, again, say like Amazon Basics or some cheap stuff that you might find at Michael's, right? Break down the top 5 deals at Michael's that artists be missing, right? I mean, there's so much info that she could add in her content talking about it without going through the, going through the whole process and getting stuck, right? It is what it is, right? So this is some of the things that you can do. And again, Avars, here's the dope part. The thing about CEDa is it's not really about a video every day. You just create every day. Your post could just be standard post. But you know what, buddy? You kind of put out You put out dope stuff every day anyway. I see you out in these streets, fam. Good one for you would be to break it down into 4 weeks. Okay, so we're going to break this down into 4 weeks. Week 1, we're going to go through Avar's content planner. Week 1, why a Gen X person should get into coding, right? Talk about your journey. Explain how it will keep you away from things like dementia and Alzheimer's because you're making your brain flex. Talk about how it will help you get some of your anxiety out because you are working through problems, you're problem solving, you're teeing up the brain. Then get into where should one start? Is it still JavaScript? Is it something like JSON? Like where are some good coding playgrounds to play in? CodePen, is CodePen still a thing? Go over here. Then go into your favorite tools, right? Am I using Panic, right? Am I using Brackets by Adobe, which is free? Am I still using just a standard text editor? What about Sublime Text? How does Sublime Text compare in this thing? What about the plain Jane Apple programming environment, the Apple IDE, which you can download, right? So you can break it down and go into that. Then the next week, you can get into some very specific things. How Swift Playground can get you started in learning logic and algorithmic flow and things like that. Here are a couple of Swift Playground exercises to go through. Boom. Last one, let's talk about Python, right? And let's go through, 7 days of Python real quick. So we just covered your whole month, just like that. Like ludicrous. When I move, you move, just like that. See, very, very simple, very easy to do. And yes, you could even do them as quick hitter reels, honestly, because every one of those topics could be easily explained in a minute, right? Very, very good. We're going to get us a forward setup. I can see by this, I am getting behind in the comments. You know what I'm saying? Smiths is a common name because of Smiths. Yes, blacksmithing. So a blacksmith, a leathersmith, a silversmith, a goldsmith, the people who were making certain things were called Smiths. So Smiths itself is a creator. And so, yes, that's why it's a very common name. The original parts got chopped off as they came throughout the country. So yes, very, very good. All right. Yes, I'm going to agree with my man Los over here. There are lots and lots and lots and lots of points of entry for creating content. That idea of breaking your month up into 4-week sections, I actually stole that from a little sis Diana Glatney over here. Let's hey, come here, mouse. One thing I just discovered as I added my 4th monitor, the mouse get lost, yo. I'll be like, where the heck did the mouse go? All right, here we go. Check it out. So, you guys all know and love little sis Diana Gladney. She had mentioned the other day on an Effulgent stream about breaking it up into 4 weeks and then taking it apart from there. You know what I'm saying? So, that is a fantastic way to chop it up. I put Diana up here because if you're going to do Instagram posts as a way of doing your CEDa stuff, I'm going to say follow Diana. And then you're also going to want to follow Nikki. Both of them are very dope about the IG game. My homie Millie Adrian, she's also really, really good on the IG game. So if part of your CEDa platform of choice is going to be IG, check out these 3 lovely ladies. And then Millie, she has a fantastic YouTube channel as well. She gets deep into things to talk about on the algorithm. So go and check her out. I just got to see her at, what do you call that thing? Social Media Marketing World. She was fantastic. She was absolutely fantastic. So if you're part of your situation, thank you, Paul, for putting the link up to Josh's video. That was very, very good. If you part of your situation and say, you know what, I want to look into this TikTok thing. I want to be able to dive in and get myself in the TikTok world. I am going to invite you to see one of my homegirls who I actually physically met at Social Media Marketing World, but have been a fan of hers for a minute. And that's Kenya Kelly. Kenya is dope. We're dragging her into the Ecamm family, so you guys will be seeing more of her soon enough. Thank you. But she is really, really good at helping you out with your TikTok game. And TikTok, something I've been sleeping on, but I'm coming around to it from listening to her. She has been giving a lot of good information, and yeah, she's a good person to follow. So if you're into it, right? James, do not do that to my people. You know how they are, James. They need to, okay? All right, they need to plan. If you don't plan, you plan to fail. Whatever that statement is, you guys know what it is, right? Hey, check it out. Anybody want to go and see what Will's talking about right now? Sorry. I said I was going to stay away from that topic because there's so much and I don't want to get myself in trouble. Yes, Johnny, I just spent a week of tacos and I'm about that. Thank you, Marcus. I appreciate you, brother. Marcus, you're the man. Thank you, Mr. Sammy. Sammy says, question, I'm thinking about doing CEDa behind the scenes of making the course about interviews. Absolutely, dude. Yeah, very, very much so. For the simple reason that documenting the process at any given cost is a fantastic way to share information with your community. Look at what Heather is doing right now. She's doing a good job of just showing that documentation process. It's very, very cool. Very, very cool. Aubrey says coding works for your brain. Yes, it does. Now, it's funny, Marcus, I'm going to tell you something that you're not going to like, but you know I love you. Motivation is BS. I would just let that marinate. Motivation is BS. There's a motivational speaker. If you need someone else to tell you what to do, what you need to do, then both of y'all are full of, I can't think of bad words to say, right? No one needs to motivate you to eat a lingonberry tort. If you see a lingonberry tort and a cup of coffee, you sit down and you go to town, right? If someone's giving you an amazingly warm cinnamon strudel with a nice drizzle and a fantastic cup of coffee, you don't need any motivation. You just go to town. You do what you want to do. You don't need any motivation to get busy. You just want to do it when you feel like doing it, right? I'm just saying, you know what you want to do. And if you have to bring yourself to do it, maybe you should do something else. It's not a thing. I'm sorry. Like, I agree. I think Mel Robbins and I might be the only two people on the planet who believe that, like, motivation is a bunch of BS. I have no problem waking up in the morning 5 days a week, coming sitting in this chair and teaching you people how to be creators. I don't even think about it. There is never a time where I'm laying in the bed going, I don't feel like getting out of bed. I don't want to talk to Mr. Camera Junkie. I don't want to talk to Paul Duncan. I don't want to talk to Marcus. I don't want to talk to Carlos. I don't want to talk. That just doesn't happen. I pop up every day and I go, my community needs me. Let's get it. Let's get after it. My comments, when I get comments from people that say, hey, man, I appreciate what's popping. I see what you're doing. I'm learning. I needed that kick in the ass right then. When I see those comments, I know that I'm doing the right thing. That's all the motivation I need. Like, I don't ever have to psych myself up to do anything. Because it's just BS. I mean, Carlos he's the brain guy. He might tell me, no, Doc, you're wrong. Motivation is a thing, but I just don't think so. Right? When we was, go back to my homies, right? My homies from the way back, Ugg and Zug. When we was Ugg and Zug and we seen that saber tooth coming, you needed no motivation to run. You was like, Ugg, what? Look, oh, snap. You assholes at elbows, you out of there. We just ran. I don't think we needed any motivation to run away from said saber tooth that was fitting to take your leg off. I'm just saying. I'm going to just throw it out there. I might be wrong. Carlos would tell me in a heartbeat. I'll get to the comments where Carlos tells me, no, Doc, you're wrong. Motivation is a thing. I just don't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't know. I could be crazy. All right. So one other thing I want to get on you folks, if you are, say part of your program is, hey, I'm going to dip into the Instagram game. Let's talk about the Instagram game. Not Instagram game. Man, I'm sorry, people. Let's say you're going to dive into the LinkedIn game, which I need to. You want to make sure you're following Miss Judy Fox. She is the business when it comes to this, right? You want to absolutely make sure that you follow Miss Judy Fox. She is the bomb. She's extremely helpful. She's super smart. And she has convinced me to get back into doing a LinkedIn thing because I was kind of clowning about LinkedIn. Let's just tell you the truth, man. I was clowning about LinkedIn. I was like, man, I don't want to do none of that. LinkedIn sucks. It's a Microsoft product, blah, blah, blah. And then she was like, no. And I was like, okay. So it is a thing. Maybe you should get in there and do that. Eric, you're not helping. You're not helping at all. Okay. First of all, let's say what's up to Miss Hannity. How are you doing, Hannity? It's been a minute. Welcome back. I've been missing, so I'm glad you're here. Say what's up. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I didn't even use a sound effect. I give Avars. I'm going to give my Latvian brother, the real deal, Holyville, hands up. Because, yes, there a trigger, right? If we go to B equals MAT, why my brain is dumb, it's not Maslow. Come on now. Who said B equals MAT? Why am I stupid? Behavior equals motivation, action, and trigger. Why am I having a psychology blip right here? Anyway, so yes, it's a different motivation. Oh, it was BJ Fogg. I knew that. I'm stupid. Yeah, that's different. I mean, the motivational guru motivation crap. The trigger motivation or whatever prompts your motivation and then it works with your abilities and stuff like that. That's a different conversation. But yeah, thank you, Avars. I really appreciate that because you will need some routines. So that's one of the points. I'm glad you bring that up. One of the points why things like CEDa works is because it gets you into a flow. If you take a little teeny snowflake and you flick it down a hill, it connects to another one and another one, another one. You guys know what happens. Runs over the coyote, ends up at the bottom of the mountain, gigantic snowball, right? That's what happens. When you get to about day 4, day 5 of your creation flow, now you understand the flow. You figured out how to work it into your time. Here's where everybody screws up when CEDa is done. April 30th, you're done. And you go, woohoo, I made it. June 1. Wait, I just skipped a whole month. May 1. May 1 comes in. Oh, I'm going to take a break. Why? You just got the muscle going, fam. You just rolled through it and you made it. Why stop? This is where people get messed up. If you get into the habit in April and you pull it off, keep it going. Just keep it going. It will catch you up. Maybe you can cut down the amount to 4 times a week or 3 times a week, but at least keep it going. Don't just give up and stop. There you go. Boom, boom, boom. James, I have a very important statement about inspiration. I also think that for a lot of folk, inspiration is BS. They just say they're inspired. But if you're inspired, you must perspire, right? Inspiration requires action. Inspiration requires perspiration. Inspiration with a lot of just respiration leads to desperation. Let that marinate. Inspiration with a lot of respiration, meaning just breathing, talking, to hear yourself talk so that people in the community can go, oh, look, he's inspired. But then there's no action, leads to desperation, because now you're sitting around wondering why you are not growing at the clip you said you were going to grow. But when you are inspired to get up and rearrange the book collection, and you get up and you spend 4 hours rearranging the book collection, or washing that car, or cleaning out that garage, or creating that content, writing that book, digging into the journals, whatever you say you were fitting to do, whatever you were inspired to do, you were inspired to start your new business, and you went and put in that work, and you sweated. There was perspiration because of activation. Now you're winning, right? If all your inspiration does is cause you to aspirate and you don't perspirate, then you suck. So I told everybody, never, ever, 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 ever say to me, Doc, that was so inspiring, and I checked your stuff like 3 days later and you ain't done nothing. I will cut you off. Because I can't stand people lying to their other creators. People like me, people like you, we do this stuff because we want to make the world better. When people lie to us and say, okay, I'm on mission, I'm going to help you make the world better, and then you don't do it, you are an absolute eggplant emoji. Because you should not tell the person who's putting in the work to try to make the world better that you're on the team, and then you don't show up for practice. Not picking on James. I'm just saying he made me think of it because he brought the comment up. So I just want to remind everybody, never say to any creator out there how inspired you are if you ain't going to do nothing. If you're going to be inspired by flapping your gums, then shut up. Don't say it. Keep it to yourself. You're not helping. Matter of fact, you're hindering the mission because you told the person that you was going to go get it. You was going to bring some people to the party, and you ain't. I'm sorry. It's not a thing. And I see the same people in some of my favorite creative streams still talking about how inspired they are, and they haven't created snot. Not a drip. Just not cool. Just not cool. Boom. This is very good. L-Dubs, very, very good. I strongly believe that the world belongs to the curious. I 100% believe that. One of my favorite thoughts of the entire world. The world definitely belongs to the curious. So you're on point with that. Curiosity with a good habit. Oh, my goodness. My goodness. It's a good question. So Carlos says, what happens when you have a bad day and you don't feel like creating? Maybe you need to find another way to turn over negative thoughts and feelings and just do. Yes. So when you have a bad day and you don't feel like curating, then curate. Say, I am a curator. Take the days when you're not feeling it, go see some of your favorite inspirational folks and share their message. That's helping. That's an action. Now you're taking that information, you're passing the bread plate. You know what I'm saying? And if you really want to get yourself going, take what you was fixing to pass, add a little butter and pass the bread plate. The next person is going to add a little cinnamon sugar and pass the bread plate. The next person is going to toast it and pass the bread plate. By the time it gets to the person who needs it, it is a lovely, French toast type thing. Oh, goodness, I need a French toast right now. I'm fasting. Okay, I'm going to get off of the food comments. But you know what I'm saying? There you go. Jason, talk about it. If your why is big enough, you never really need that. Thank you. 100%. 100%, Paul. 100%. Marcus, you getting in trouble today, damn it. Thank you. Where did I just lost it for a second? 1 second. I gotta take a time out to say happy birthday, brother Miles. Sorry we missed it. I was on the road, getting back in the swing of things, but happy birthday to you, brother. I appreciate you, fam. What motivates me to do what I do is helping people be better versions of themselves. I don't always feel like sitting with the challenging client, but I'm motivated by the bigger picture. 100%. I appreciate you. 100%. I appreciate you. No lights shut off up in here. Not that I know of. Everything is on. You got me tripping over here. Okay, so we covered kind of the important things about CEDa, right? Again, if you need another place to look to help you with your ideas, again, take these next couple of days, 29, 30, 31. You got 3 days. Take these couple of days, plan out your 30. If you can't plan out your whole 30, at least get like the first 7 or 10 planned out and then make a point on one of those days to go add to it. Because a lot of times, getting past that first 7 will give you the idea to generate the rest that you need. The other 23 will pop off. So, a good place to look for that information, I will show you in a second. Someone said, a passion for you, your purpose is for others. Yes, I'm about, me, I'm all about the purpose life. This is a good spot to go if you're looking for what to do next, right? It says, answer the public, right? So answer the public will be a good place to go in and talk about this, right? So let's do this. Hit search. Oh, I saw it. That was yesterday. What? I searched that yesterday. Anyway, these guys are going to make me upgrade to the Pro plan, which I might end up doing anyway. Sorry, I can't really show you, but just go there yourself. Go to Answer Public and do it. I did like 2 yesterday messing around, and I guess I overdid my stay, but it's a good place to look if you need this sort of thing. I have another SEO tool that I use, but it is in there. It is in there. So get it, Mel. Get it. Now we're talking. You know what I'm saying? There's no such thing as zero time. You just created something right there. Okay, let's back this bus up. Let's stop. You just created something right there. Here's your mission, Eric, if you should choose to accept it. For the next 30 days, I want you to make an Instagram post of the excuses that you make not to create. You just started with one right there. I have zero time. Be like, I'm going to give you 30 days of excuses not to create. That is creating. And people will understand that. And people will align with that because everybody does it. I can seriously give you 30 excuses not to create right now. On the spot. So you just created that comment, and I want to say something absolutely ding dong right now. I have been going for I've been going for 53 minutes and 44 seconds. In that time, you've been here. In that time, you could have created all 30 posts. In that time, you created 5 or 10 of them. And then another time, create 5 or 10 of them. The maximum effective range of an excuse is 0.0 meters. I'll do the conversion for you. If you can create an excuse, you're already a professional creator. Some of you guys are very good at that. I'm just saying. I'm going to put it out there. I'm not the person to call, if you got an excuse, because I will kick that excuse right in the wedding vegetables. Come on, JP. Say it again for the people in the back. Say it again for the people in the back. Right? Thank you. Thank you, Kills. Thank you. Literally just talking about practice. I mean, you can seriously just make a tweet every day. Like, that's still creating. That's helping you build your authority, folks. If all you did was make a single tweet every day, especially if that tweet provided some value or curated another valuable thing like the video Josh made. Hey guys, you want to see a dope idea? Here's the tweet right here. Here's the tweet right here. Boom. Twitter.com. Hey guys, you want to see a great idea that you can use in order to build some fun and authority for your brand? Reach out to 20 of the other creators in your brand. Ask them to send you an answer to a question in audio or video form and create a post like that. Here's an example by my boy Josh Satin. And guess what? I happen to be one of them. Check out the link below. Boom. I just wrote that tweet. It took me 15 seconds. Okay. Here's the other dope part about that tweet. I'm so busy, I don't have time. I could have dictated that I could have dictated that tweet to my watch. I could have dictated that tweet to my phone. I could have dictated that tweet to my computer. I could have said, hey, Siri, send this tweet. No, Siri, sorry. Ooh, don't say that out loud. So I could have sent that tweet while I'm freaking driving. You know what I'm saying? Your excuse is about is about as helpful as frozen dog poop. I'm just sorry. Take it back. Take it back. Boom. Good question, Paul. Paul wants to know, what's my opinion on uploads or YouTube premieres? Premieres are dope if your community is about that life. I don't know if your community will be about that life unless you're going to present to them this brand new appliance that people have been waiting for. If there is a brand new, say, $700 Fuji Logic washing machine that is expected to have a longevity of about 10 years and it runs on really high efficiency, low energy use, and will get grass stains out of clothes, and you're going to present that the way it might be presented at CES or something, yeah, that might promote a premiere. But premiering an error code, nah, fam, no need. You just bring value, man. You just bring value. You know what I'm saying? Tell them again, Sammy. Tell them again. While I'm cooking, I could create my content only while I'm cooking. I cook dinner every day. I could create my content only while I'm cooking, because you know what? One of the things that happens during cooking, waiting. I could take 5 minutes out of my cooking process while I'm waiting for the pan to heat up to send out that tweet or whatever. Right? Here's what it is. James is on point. You got to dig deep into your why to understand what you're doing. Like, the fact that you can even think of these, dang, it's so hard to keep the fruity language out the face. The fact that you can even think of these excuses means you don't understand your why. You guys know my why. My why is you. I never have to think about, like, what I need to do, because I'm here for you. I'm not doing this for myself. I'm definitely not doing this for my health, right? I'm doing this to help you guys help me make the world a better place. So in the process of me getting you to come out and tell your stories, you're going to inspire somebody else to perspire and tell their stories. And then each person that's picking up by telling their stories is picking up somebody else, dusting them off while they down, and getting them to come into the party. So whatever inspiration I've given to James that requires James to go do work to get people to go and do, listen to Mr. Pruitt, then those people are part of my billion because James is doing the work. So he's right. If you're not understanding what to do, whatever, you're not fully understanding your why. Because when you have your why, you don't have these thoughts. You just don't have these thoughts. Purpose is an analgesic. Say it again for the people in the back. Purpose is an analgesic. It takes away the pain. Purpose knocks out excuses. Purpose knocks out all the dumb stuff that you say. Purpose finds you the time to do what you got to do. So if you need to find the time, you're not on purpose, and it's okay, but find a way to get on purpose. I'm not saying that everybody has to be on purpose from day one. Sometimes finding your purpose takes time, but do those exercises. Go find a thing about how do I find my purpose? Dig into that. Make content about why you're trying to find your purpose until you get it. Let other people know that it's okay to not know exactly your purpose. But once you find your purpose, it's like clockwork. When you find your purpose, the motivation to do what you need to do comes like clockwork, like a morning deuce. It just does. It becomes part of your system. Thank you, James. Thank you, James. My man. Come on, Avars. Come on. Say it again for the people in the back. If you stuck, ask your people what y'all need. What y'all need? Come on, Avars. What do y'all need? Avar, say that one again in Latvian. Just ask your people what they need, man. Come on. It's such a simple thing, fam. It's a simple thing. It's a simple thing. Thank you. Come on, Mr. Camera Junkie. Camera Junkie has been listening to Doc. Your excuse is valid. Now what? I should make that a shirt. I should make that a shirt. Your excuse is valid. Now what? Come on, player. Boom. Boom. I love it. I love it. Come on now. Speaking of Lil Sis, she is up in here. How you doing, Miss D? How are you doing? 100%. 100%. Right? Right? I was channeling Diana and then she just popped up in here. Right? Popped up in here. Make your choices to do what you do with your 100. Right? No one has 0 of it. This is what I'm saying. This is why, come on, Keely, cracks me up. How much hours do I have in a day? 24. Like every other person on the planet. I can. Every person. Let's just be truthful. Every person has to take a deuce every day, at least once. I could create a post in the time I'm dropping a deuce. Since I got to do that every day, I could create 30 days, no problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, it's just an excuse, man. It's an excuse. Everybody's like, oh, well, you know, you can't have your phone out during dinner. What if I'm creating a post during dinner? I mean, the excuse is just, I'm sorry, it just doesn't work, right? And if you got it, have it. Like, you can have it. Have it. Enjoy your excuse. But I'm just telling you, man, people in the back, listen to me, right? 1,440 minutes in the day. Some of y'all are wasting them talking about you don't got time. There you go. Thank you. Thank you, JP. Thank you, right? I'm not going to hold your hand unless I'm holding your hand while I'm kicking you in the derriere. That is exactly right. CEDa is anything. Create anything. That's the whole point of taking off the V and the L was to create everything. But let's talk about this. I said I was going to keep my mouth shut. I changed my mind. I got an opinion. I'm going to share it. There were some people that got their feelings hurt because we made a thing that says this month we're doing CEDa. Okay? And in that post, I'm going to just go ahead and tell it. I'm sorry. I'm going to get in trouble. I don't care. In that post, there was Lita with a line through it and Veda with a line through it. And we're just going to change it to make it sound good. It could be Lita, Veda, 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 Lita, Veda, whatever. And we said, CEDa, no, create every day in April as opposed to live every day in April, as opposed to video every day in April. And some folks got their butt hurt because they made it sound like somebody was diminishing the other challenges. No, if you want to do live every day, do live every day, ding dong. If you want to make a video every day, make a video every day. We just said create. We were trying to make it more inclusive. But some people got their feelings hurt to try to make it sound like somebody else was saying something else to put them down. This is why you suck. I said it. I said it loud and proud. This is why you suck, because you are busy looking at some excuse to get upset about something else instead of focusing on what you're supposed to be doing. If you were on purpose, it wouldn't have, it's water off the back of a frog, right? If you were on purpose, you'd have been dope. They're creating. But no, you're looking for an excuse to have an excuse to be like, I got my feelings hurt, so I couldn't create today. I was a little upset. I was offended. If you're on purpose, you don't get offended. Holla at your boy. Come at me. Email me. You got something to say about that? Email me. I'm going to call you out. I'm going to call you on your BS right now. That feeling offended by somebody else creating a different challenge than the one that you have an affinity for, that is weakness leaving your body right there. I said it, and I don't care. Come for me. That is just an excuse. You are majoring in the minor. Sorry, Diana Gladdy. Hashtag trademark Diana Gladdy. You are majoring in the minor. You're worried about some small stuff just as an excuse not to do what you're supposed to be doing. Because if you was on purpose, you wouldn't even care. I'ma said it. I'm done. Soapbox away. I just had to say it because it kind of like, you had some audacity to call out somebody who you know is the nicest person in the world for something like that because you got your little feelings hurt. Your feelings ain't facts, family. Facts is facts. Your feelings are feelings. Feelings ain't facts. Sorry. I said it. Paul, you told me to keep my mouth shut. Damn it. Why you let that come out? Thank you, JP. Good to see you, man. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Boom. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Carlos. I'm curious. No, man, it's not about, it's not about the trigger. I'm just trying to make sure that you guys know that you can do anything you want to when you stop telling yourself reasons why you can't. That's the primary situation, right? Again, saying that you're inspired without perspiring is just BS. And I don't know if this counts, but I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to give it to you, right? Hey, I'm down for hammering out some Damascus, JP. I am all in there to win there. Thank you. It is not cliche, 100%. Right? When you're on purpose, you find the time. It's like there are people right now who've come to a point in their life where they decided they want to curate a family. So they go out, they do the test, they got the little ovulation checker, they got the calendar, whatever. When the luteinizing hormones kick in and it's time to smash, it's time to smash. Funny how you find time to do that, right? Because you are trying to procreate. You see what I'm saying? Motivation is not necessary when you have a purpose. If your purpose is to procreate, people literally leave their jobs to get home to hit it when the luteinizing is luteinating. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, man, I'm sorry. I can just back it up. Like, you don't need motivation to go get gas before a road trip because you know you got to do it. Because if you don't, you stuck. I'm just saying, right? When you're a mom, you don't need motivation to feed your children's. You have a purpose now. People have many creators of apps or businesses or books or movies or whatever says they totally changed when they had to create for their family. Like, it is what it is. Is what it is. What's up, nephew? Good to see you. My nephew Kazuma in the building. Good to see you, fam. All right. I just got Diana Gladney in my comments. I'm going to catch up and I'm done. The main thing, folks, is it's CEDa. Get your planner. I don't care if you use a piece of paper. I don't care if you get your straight out of Ecamm planner, but get your planner started. You got about 3 days to figure out your plan. If you need help, I'm going to go through one more time of the people that can help you. I'm going to just run through these real quick. This is the CEDa challenge. If you need a planner, go to merch.ecamm.com, get your planner in hand. If you need some motivation, go and check out Instagram, click on social media, dig through here. If you're going to get into the TikTok game, check out my homegirl, Kenya. Kenya's going to help you out with your TikTok game. She's also TikTok for Business on IG. Also, if you're in the IG swag, check out my homegirl, Millie Adrian, Modern Millie. She's the bomb. She's super funny. She's amazing. Go and check her out. You could also check out Miss Nikki. Miss Nikki, it's funny that all my coaches are female. Strange. Anyway, check out Miss Nikki. She'll put that foot in your butt as well. You all know about little sis, Miss Diana Gladney. She will show you all kinds of things you need to know about getting your content creation game up. If LinkedIn is going to be your party, then check out Miss Judy. Miss Judy will get you on point. She is amazing boss. Don't forget to ask the questions. Do like my man James Pruitt said. Find out what your community wants. Ask them. You can straight up ask them, what do y'all want? And then go to Answer the Public. Answer the Public will get it twisted. And another good idea is curating good content, like my boy Josh Satin did when he made this video and asked me and a bunch of other creators why we enjoy being a YouTube creator, and put it together real quick. And that is a fantastic. And from this video, again, he could take each of us and turn it into like 30 days worth of repurposed content. Just because there's a quote that each one of us had that was fanglorious. So I'm just saying, the process is not that hard as long as you on purpose. Let me just comb through these comments real quick to make sure that we getting it done. Thank you. Oh, nice. Let me come back up here. He said, doing a video today on the Bosch Tumble belt change that was asked by a subscriber. There you go. Exactly. So we were just talking about that, and it's got 500,000 views already. That's what I'm talking about. A subscriber gave him a question. He answered it. Good video. Actually, one of my best performing videos right now is a video about your iCloud photo library. That came from a person in my community. I made that video. That video is sitting on, I think, close to 200,000 views. So not quite 250,000, but it's climbing. I'll double check my own facts in a second. But yes, so you'd be amazed, fam. You'd be absolutely amazed. I'm ignoring that, Rich. Thank you, Mel. I appreciate you. Just checking to see if anybody had any comment. If you want to know what works best for you, TikTok or Instagram Reels, super simple. Do both. Do like every other day back and forth for 30 days, and you will have 15 of each and compare. That's the simplest way to do it. I'm not a fan of the people who take a single video and post it in 3 different places, but that's just me. You don't have to listen to me. But yeah, and it's simple. Like if you're just editing web pages, you can literally just talk about how you edit web pages for 30 days straight. You could also just go live in IG, right? A quick little like 3, 4, 5 minute live. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? I'm seriously like, I'm not, like you said, man, I'm just going to give it to you straight. I'm always going to give it to you straight, no matter how painful it is. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Paul. I'm glad you got my back on that one. Sorry. Your feelings ain't facts. Come on, Kevin. I love it. You made Hannity laugh. Hey, when the lootinator is lootinated. Dave, you got like, what, 2 kids? So you already know. Change requires deep examination of your purpose, and then going through it. Most people never realizes without the purpose is aimless. 100%. 100%. I appreciate that. You know, I do believe it does have a PDF format. Laura, send an email to marketing@ecam.com, and between Katie, Caleb, and I, one of us will get you, because yes, I kind of want the PDF format for my iPad. I agree with you. I'm glad you made me think of that. All right. I just asked my community the other day to see what it would be like to see interviews, learning info from kinds of creators, and helping teach them with interviews. And seriously, dude, I have probably well over 4,000 interviews in the tank. So yes, boom. Yes. Actually, this is from somebody in our community. I learned it from Brian and Dancy Bearded. They both gave me the information I needed in order to keep the beard. Boom. Yeah, there you go. See, you have it. I'm seriously. And you could even revisit some of the old blogs to see if they still stand. You know what I'm saying? That's dope. Thank you, L Dubs. I'm glad to see this. You could literally just go back to some of your old content and be like, yo, I wrote this blog post 10 years ago. Let's just talk about how much of this information still exists. So I'm looking forward to see what you guys create. I have a very important announcement to make. Saturday, we got a special guest. I'm going to work on the thumbnail and post today, but we have a special guest because he secretly watches all my videos, and every time he makes a comment, I get tickled pink. I straight fangirl, somebody who I admire, who I look up to, somebody who I'm inspired by, and I actually do perspirate to try to do it. And I'm just going to tell you, I was going to save it a secret until the post comes out, but I can't hold it because I'm so excited. This Saturday on this show, I'm going to need you to bring your attention. I need you to cancel plans. I need you to tell the family I'm going to need y'all to shut up for like an hour, because this Saturday on this very, very show, Uncle Ray Edwards is going to come and talk to y'all about copywriting. Family, I've said some of the skills that all of us need. This is going to be perfect timing for CEDa, okay? I have BS you not. Perfect timing for CEDa. Uncle Ray is going to come and talk to us about copywriting, and you will be copywriting for the next 30 days. So the timing is on point, okay? Call people in your family and tell them, get out the house. Don't nobody be there. Be like, Mr. Corey, I'm sorry. I'm going to need you to go to the gym. I need undistracted attention for LGL this Saturday. Okay? So, like, go to the gym, Mr. Corey. I'm sorry. I love you. Nice legs. But you're going to need to pay attention, Kills. Tom, I'm so glad you're here, my man. I had a deep conversation with you earlier on in the stream, and you wasn't here. I'm going to find the timestamp and send it to you, and I would love to talk about it with you on the phone. But yes, I had something very important to me, dear to my heart, because I love you. So I'll send you the timestamp so you can watch it, and I'm very excited to talk to you about it. Just have you come on here and we could talk to the people together, because I really want to help you with this. Just saying. Anyway, so Saturday, folks. Saturday is very early on in the stream time, so you don't have to go too far. If you go at 2x, you'll get to it within about, I say it was in like the first 5 or 6 minutes, I think. Uncle Ray's coming, gang. And if you don't know who Ray Edwards is, let me tell you, you might, if you have a Kindle, you might want to go grab the book now. If you have Audible, you might want to grab the book now. It is one of my favorite books. I gave my hard copy to Katie, but I also have it on my Kindle. Amazon. You guys know If you watch Miss Diana Gladney, Diana has it sitting on her desk. And after I gave my hard copy to Katie, I'm like, I need to get an autograph version from Uncle Ray for myself. But Saturday is going to be fire, gang. Saturday is going to be absolute fire. So you're going to want to get this. It's called How to Write Copy That Sells. And this is the audio version that I'm pulling up on the screen right now. Why did you not click when I say click, Mr. Zahn? But you can get the Kindle version, Audible book version, paperback. It's short. It's a fantastic book, but you will learn so much about just how the words we choose and use in our posts, how they can help you convert more. So this is going to be dope. And again, the timing with CEDa coming up is just glorious. So make some effort and be ready. Just be absolutely ready. And second of all, before I go, and yes, just because he's here, because I'm going to shameless plug it because it's dope, you're going to want to come over to YouTube, right? And you want to come up here and you want to be funny, Tom Buck 2. Get it? Timbuktu, Tom Buck 2. You're going to want to come over here and check out the Tom Buck 2 channel and see what he did with his one guitar. It's a very fantastic video. It's just unique because we talked about this earlier today. Sometimes a creator got to create the stuff that they want to create. That's not for the algorithm. That's not for the audience. They just need to create stuff for themselves. And so I am super proud of that video. That video is super dope. You know, that's your man Tom's created for himself, which was good, just good. And the vlog situation that Heather is doing right now is also good. So if you get some time, go check them out. You're going to really enjoy it. I just think the Tom Buck 2 thing is funny because Tom's a funny character and get it, you know, from here to Tom Buck 2, get it? Like, it's funny. Like, I'm sorry, it's corny, but it's funny. All right, gang. I appreciate you guys for being here. Today was a good conversation. You know, outcome correct with our slide deck. But again, let's be ready. Let's be ready. Like, Saturday will probably be the most important stream of the year because Uncle Ray is coming to tell you about how your copywriting can change your life. It is what it is. It's going to be dope. Thank you, Ms. Kills, for putting that out there. Boom. If you guys haven't done so already, make sure you join the Discord. Come in and hang out with us in the Discord community. We have a lot of fun over there. Don't forget, we got class coming up on Saturday after the stream with Uncle Ray. Is going to be dope. And, you're going to be on the road to Vegas. Man, I love the drive from Cali to Vegas. Some of the best, like, land in the country when you drive through there. It's really pretty. I love to go and hit it. Anyway, yeah, it's right there. It's like two comments above you, Rich. It's right up in there. All right, gang. I will see you guys. I appreciate you. Fantastic convo today. Let's get it started. I'll see you guys for CEDa. We'll be in the community. We can also get a little CEDa channel popping off in the Discord. And let's conversate. Let's see what's going on. Anybody needs any help, just reach out. Your fellow creators are there to help you. This is what it's all about. Boom. Oh, it's coming from Georgia. That's a drive. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. All right, gang. Where my music at? Boom. Let's play it out of here.
City of mine. How I love.
Sorry,
the
Rich.
city
I should have
of
known you was clowning.
mine.
Oh, I got the hiccups right at the end. This is great.
City of mine. How I love this city of mine. It never gets me down, yeah.
I was born in the city, I was raised on its edges. My pop work is life when it's complex. I found love in its center. If I could live here forever, think it'd be for the better. I love the weather, even though it's fog 24/7. I love the people, this is city.